to the Colleges of the Fenway cross-registration course catalog. I'll see here the search and filtering options to navigate and narrow down the course list. If I wanted to look at all of the courses available, those are presenting here automatically on the main page, and there are a handful of pages below that I can navigate through. So to start, let's say I am looking for an anatomy course, and I know that I want to take it at MCPHS. I can filter that. And here I'll see my anatomy and physiology, another section option, and then also the lab associated. So if this is the course I'm looking for, I can go ahead and click in to view the information. Here we want to just make sure we see that there are open seats. I can see the schedule and make sure that it works with my home institution schedule, that it's the term dates that I'm looking for, and the description matches the course I'm looking for. So if the course is of interest to you, you'll click on Request Registration, which will take you to the cross-registration form. This is to submit a request to be registered for a course. So we want to read through the registration process details here to be sure you're ready for everything and know what to expect. I'll highlight here the note that the academic calendar dates are important to keep in mind. Cross-registered students will always follow the academic calendar dates of the host institution, of the teaching institution, meaning if you're taking a class, in this case at MCPHS, you need to follow their academic calendar guidelines rather than your home institution where you attend. We'll go ahead and fill this out. And we'll put in some test information. Your permanent address is typically your home address or what you have on file most regularly. Your local address is going to be your dorm or your institutional address or your off-campus housing address. You'll want to add your cell phone number. You'll list your home institution. In this case, will be a Simmons student. You'll want to put your home institution email address here. You'll want to indicate whether you're graduating at the end of the semester for which you're requesting the course in. In this case, we're requesting to take a course in fall, and we're going to ask to take 2 courses. This page is where you will enter the course data as you're seeing it on the course catalog pages. So just a reminder that you can register for up to 2 total courses per semester. You can request more than that, but know that you'll only be able to be finally registered in up to those 2. And a note about labs, just making sure that if you're requesting a course that has a lab associated, that you'll need to also indicate which lab section you'd like to select based on your schedule. So based on the course we found, just selecting the teaching institution, we've found a course at Massachusetts College of Pharmacy. So we will select MCPHS. We have not taken a course previously at this institution. And here you'll use the course data as you see it here to enter the course information. So you can go right ahead and put in the information here directly, copy and pasted from the catalog. You've got your course number. The section code is B. The course title is Anatomy and Physiology 1. You can copy the schedule right from here. The credits are 3. And in this case, the fulfillment your requirement or that you're trying to fulfill with this course, you'll want to list for, in this case, it would be your anatomy requirement. That's part of your program requirements. And here you'll see the choice 2 is either a second course that you'd like to request or the lab associated with choice 1. So in this case, we know that anatomy and physiology has a lab that we need to take. So if we go back here, we can select a lab option. We'll go with this option and we'll supply the same data as we just did. That section code is 9. And the course title. And schedule. The credits is 1 credit, and this will be for our anatomy lab. So that's the complete request for that MCPHS Anatomy and Physiology lab and course there for the fall term. And now if we'd like to request more courses for a different institution for the same semester, so for the fall term, we can select yes. And here we'll have the opportunity to do the same for a new institution. So in this case, we would go back to our catalog, and let's say I'm looking for a psychology course, and I want it for the fall. And I see some of these are full already, but it looks like this industrial organizational psych course is available at Wentworth, so I will add that to my request. So this is at Wentworth. I've not taken courses at Wentworth before, and I'll do the same filling in this information here. And it was section 2. The course title is Industrial Organizational Psychology. The schedule right from here. The number of credits is 4. And this is just going to be an elective for me. And there's no lab requirement, so I can go ahead and finish my registration. So if you need to upload a prerequisite verification, this is where you can add a file by clicking to a download and submitting it right there. Now we'll provide our demographic data. Please add your race and ethnicity data or select prefer not to say, and your legal sex. And here you'll be taken to the final confirmation page where you will confirm that you understand the maximum number of courses is 2 per term, that a submission without a lab requirement will delay the processing time, so you'll want to be sure to add your lab. Noting that the available seat count is subject to change based on the time it takes to register folks. There's no guarantee that this request will end in a registration. And that ultimately you give permission for your home and host institutions to communicate your student information between each other. So you can go ahead and sign here and submit your request. And here you'll see the confirmation, and you should then receive a confirmation automation email confirming that the submission has been requested.